Hello, welcome to RC Video Reviews. In this OpenTx snippet, I'm going to show you how to add volume control to a knob. Out of the box, the way you change volume on OpenTx is you have to press the system button, then you have to press page right until you get to this gear icon, and then you have to scroll down to this volume slider right here, and then you have to press the jog dial, and then you can change the volume. And then you can press escape a couple of times to go back to where you were. That's inconvenient. There's a better way. There's two ways actually to do this. The first way I'll show you is in a model specific way only. So if you just want to have a model where you control the volume, you can press the model button and then page left over to special functions and then just pick an open special function slot. I'll pick S5 in this case, and I'll edit the S5 line by pressing enter on the jog button, and then I'll press enter on the first field and go all the way down to where it says on. The idea is that when you press on or select on as an option, this happens when you turn on the radio and you select this model. There it is, on. And then under the function, we'll select volume right there. And then on the right-hand side, we'll go all the way down to S1. There's S1. You can use S2 if you want, or you can use a slider if you want. You can use a left slider or right slider. I'll use S1. That's one I've always used. And then you simply put a check mark in there, and that's it. Now on the main screen, you can see the sound icon right here on the top bar, and it's got a little X through it, which means the sound is turned all the way off. And now when I increase the S1 by turning it clockwise, you can see the sound volume increasing. And then you can turn it back down and mute it. Okay, so that's one way. I'm going to go in and delete that method now, and I'll show you another way to do it. If you want to use the S1 knob for all of your models, you can go into the system settings and then press the right page key until you get to global functions and pick an open global function slot. In my case, I'll use GF1. I'll press the jog dial and I'll get on the first field and press the jog dial again. And it's the same deal. We're going to look for on. Just scroll until you see the word on. There it is. And the same deal, we'll set the function to be volume, and then we'll pick S1 as our source. There's S1, and we'll put a check mark in there. And now I'll just move the S1 knob, and you can see that the volume increases again. Now, by putting it in global functions, it'll be applicable to all radios with one caveat. If in your model setup you tell it to not use global functions, then the volume knob will not work. There's an option right there. So if I uncheck the global functions box and then exit out to the main menu and spin the knob, you'll see that I don't have a control of the volume. See, I'm spinning S1 and nothing's changing there. So as long as you leave global functions on, then S1 will be your volume control. And there we go, back to the main screen, and the volume goes up and down. Now, I'm going to show you one other quick little thing just for the heck of it. If you press the system button and you go over to your hardware tab and you find your S1 pot right down here at the bottom, you can rename that and call it VOL, because I always use S1 for volume. I do conduct this step on my radio. So I'll just name it VOL. And that way, anytime I'm using my radio configuration and I scroll past this control, it is named VOL. So if I go back to my global function now, you can see that instead of S1 now, it says VOL. So just a little trick if you want to label a particular piece of hardware. I always use S1 for volume, so for that reason, I do label mine VOL. That's it for this OpenTx snippet. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy. Hey, if you like the work I do here on RC Video Reviews, please consider joining me on Patreon. For about the price of a cup of coffee, you can help me keep making videos just like this one. If you'd like to help out, there's a link in the description and on your screen.